Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will unravel the story within The Black Arrow by Robert Louis Stevenson. The Black Arrow, written by Robert Louis Stevenson and first published in 1884, is a historical adventure novel set during England's Wars of the Roses. Blending action, romance, and treachery, it follows the journey of young Richard Dick Shelton as he seeks justice for his father's death while navigating the political turmoil of the era. The novel explores themes of loyalty, honor, and personal growth, all against the backdrop of a chaotic and dangerous historical moment. Plot summary. In the heart of 15th century England, during the tumultuous Wars of the Roses, young Richard Dick Shelton, a ward of Sir Daniel Brackley, stands at the cusp of manhood, unaware of the treacherous forces shaping his destiny. His home, Tunstall Moat House, sits amid the rolling countryside, a stronghold tied to the swirling allegiances of the time. Sir Daniel, a ruthless and opportunistic knight, has changed sides multiple times in the conflict between York and Lancaster, his every decision driven by greed and ambition. Unquestioning of his guardian's ways, Dick has grown up in his shadow, loyal and dutiful. One day, news reaches the moat house of a coming battle, and Sir Daniel orders every able man to arms. Amid the preparations, a mysterious group, the Fellowship of the Black Arrow, begins leaving warning signs, black arrows inscribed with ominous messages. These arrows speak of revenge against Sir Daniel and his allies, vowing to bring justice for past wrongs. Among the outlaws is Ellis Duckworth, a man seeking to avenge his own loss, for Sir Daniel and his men are responsible for killing his loved ones. Though the arrows are meant as warnings, death soon follows, and Dick's world begins to unravel. Dick encounters a young boy named John Matcham, fleeing from Sir Daniel's forces. Matcham reveals he's being forcibly taken by Sir Daniel for marriage, and though Dick is at first suspicious of him, he agrees to help the boy escape. Together, they embark on a dangerous journey through the forests and fens, pursued by Sir Daniel's men. During their escape, Dick learns that John Matcham is not a boy at all but a girl in disguise. Joan Sedley, Sir Daniel's ward, promised in marriage to secure her wealth. This revelation marks the beginning of Dick's feelings for Joan, though the road ahead remains perilous. As they navigate the treacherous landscape, they are constantly hunted, and tensions rise between them. Dick, still loyal to Sir Daniel, struggles to reconcile the growing suspicions about his guardian's true nature. His doubts deepen when he learns that Sir Daniel may have been involved in the murder of his own father, Sir Harry Shelton. The discovery shakes Dick's faith and forces him to question everything he has known. Meanwhile, Joan urges him to break free from Sir Daniel's influence and follow a more righteous path. Caught between his desire for justice and his loyalty to the man who raised him, Dick's journey leads him to join forces with the Fellowship of the Black Arrow. These rebels, led by Ellis Duckworth, stand against the tyranny of men like Sir Daniel. Dick's decision to side with them solidifies his transformation from a naive boy to a young man driven by a sense of honor and justice. Together, they launch an attack on Sir Daniel's forces, aiming to bring him to account for his treachery. In the heat of battle, Dick shows great courage, but the fight is not just against Sir Daniel's men. It is also an internal battle within himself, as he grapples with the complex emotions tied to his guardian and the looming truths of his father's murder. As Dick rises in the ranks of the rebellion, he learns the painful history of how his father was betrayed and killed, with Sir Daniel at the heart of the conspiracy. Fueled by this knowledge, Dick becomes resolute in his quest for revenge, yet he must tread carefully to protect Joan and his own life. The rebels' efforts come to a head when Dick leads a daring assault on the moat house, Sir Daniel's stronghold. The battle is fierce, with arrows flying and swords clashing in the dark of the night. During the siege, Dick confronts Sir Daniel face to face, the man who had once been his protector but who now stands revealed as his greatest enemy. Sir Daniel, cornered and desperate, pleads for his life, offering Dick wealth and power in exchange for mercy. But Dick, having seen the suffering caused by Sir Daniel's betrayal, chooses justice over mercy. As Sir Daniel falls, so too does the dark shadow he had cast over Dick's life. With his death, the web of deceit and treachery that had ensnared so many is finally unraveled. Dick emerges victorious, though the cost of his victory weighs heavily upon him. His father's murder is avenged, but the war between York and Lancaster continues to rage on, leaving the land scarred and uncertain. With Sir Daniel's death, Dick's future opens before him. He is no longer the naive boy under the control of a tyrant, but a young man who has learned the price of loyalty, the weight of justice, and the strength of love. Joan, freed from the clutches of Sir Daniel, remains by his side, their bond forged in the fires of adversity. Together, they look toward a future where they can build a life free from the violence and betrayal that had once consumed their world. Though the land is still ravaged by war and the future remains uncertain, Dick and Joan find solace in each other. Dick's journey has come full circle, from the boy caught in a web of lies to a man who has taken control of his destiny. The black arrows, once symbols of vengeance, have fulfilled their promise, and peace, however fragile, has returned to the corner of England where Dick and Joan now plan their future. That's it for now. If you enjoyed this, check out other books by Robert Louis Stevenson. You'll find them in the description or just search for them on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Robert Louis Stevenson's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.